Thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA. Parker had to think that for game one of this back-to-back, teams are making some calculated adjustments. What do you think?
You're not wrong about that, Kevin. No reason to really show your full hand, if you will, in a back-to-back situation. You're always conscious of where your players are physically in terms of rest and fatigue. It's about finding the right balance for your particular ball club based on what the potential is and where you are currently.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Walden, and it's Ford in at the 2-guard. Stripped it away. Defended by Henson. Pass to Terrell. Walden with the steal. And Walden throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Terrell. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. No good with the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Walden, the pass to Taylor. To the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
And Henson sends it back. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Taylor inside. He's against Samuels. Taylor passes to Horde. Taylor taking his time here. Unable to get that one.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
We often see Paolo Banchero with the ball late in the shot clock, Clark, and he usually delivers.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you shut off his dribble drive and then you seal off the retreat, and because he's so strong and good with the ball, he can bump you and get into the spot he wants to. He's got great power, and he's really a good finisher around the goal, too.
Here's Horde. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Six to shoot. A floater. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And it's Samuels with the rebound. Gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Both teams making substitutions here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play heads up against these squads.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Hayward right side. Henson with the screen. Robbins. And it's off from three-point range. Gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Ward. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Shooting it from their comfort zone so far. In this one, 57% from the field. Here's Terrell. There's the pick. Here's Samuels. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3. Gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Hoare. Here is Hayward. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Samuels the pass to Conley. Nailed from three-point land.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Hayward looking around. Inside. And they're on the break. Here's Terrell. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Hayward outside. 50 seconds left to play here in the first. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Ball is coming. The ball goes to the away team.
.40 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Hoare. Now here's Henson. Now Hayward fires the three. It doesn't go for him. Congour defended by Henson. Congour the pass to Terrell. Here is Samuels. Fires from way outside. He can't get that one to fall. So it's a tie game as we end the first. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Here's Terrell. Five on the clock. Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Terrell's got 7 points.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Here's Ward. Takes it inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And, GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life, and his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
So he gets them both. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Adelman. Drills the three-pointer.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Here's Horn. Last game he had 10 points. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Terrell. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Here's Horn. He's got 5. Here's Walden. Plays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's ready to talk things through with them. From the floor here in the second quarter. And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Desmond Bain, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Kevin, back to you.
A lot for sure in his bag. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Lets a floater go. Lets the 3 fly. Taylor's shot, good. Taylor's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Adelman. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. He takes it in, and nothing is falling for him right now.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Taylor's shot, good. Taylor's got 5 points now this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Launches it. Good on the triple. He has 6.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Horn. 7 points in the game. The layup off target. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA, offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
That free throw, no good. The unfortunate injury aside, Jalen Suggs-Clark has really come into his own now.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, hitting his stride in a major way. I mean, he seems to have really figured the game out, how to utilize his gifts and tools. He was always a great defender. Offensively, I think, is where his game has taken the biggest jump.
And he sinks the second. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Oh, that's blocked. Right wing. deflected by Taylor, and that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession, and so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And with this break, let's bring up the list of the dominant rookie rebounders in the NBA this season. Here is Samuels, still without a basket. Down low, to the inside. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
And, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
To the paint. Stolen away. Pass to Taylor. They need this one. Connects. The jumper drops. Taylor's got 7 points for the quarter.
Operating in that mid-range area that time. No real shot contest.
Here is Samuels. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Puts up a 3. Taylor with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Samuels with the rebound. Gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. .105 left in the second quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight, and he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
In the corner, it's Hayward. Basket good. Hayward's got his second bucket. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Samuels. 6 on the shot clock. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses. Here's Robbins. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up by 1. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for it. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
They look great on offense. The ball is flying around. Guys are getting open. It's enjoyable to watch.
Especially for those of us.
And let's focus now on the room. Thanks for spending half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here is Samuels. Defended by Henson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
They got Taylor, and it's Walden in at the small forward. Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Down low. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Fires for 3, and it's Ford missing. Here's Terrell. No good from outside. One of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Here's Taylor. Terrell pulls it in. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Samuels. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And Henson sends it back. To the wing on the left. Taylor up top. He's got 7. Outside, Walden. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And that one misses. Well, when you watch Franz Wagner-Clark, what impresses you about the young forward?
His versatility and his motor are probably the 2 things that stand out. He does a lot of good things at both ends of the floor. And then you factor in, he takes great pride in playing the game, particularly when playing for his country and representing Germany. In 2023, when Germany played at the World Championship, he and his brother Mo were part of the winning team.
Taylor off with the layup.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's the 3. Ford grabs the board.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Henson. Trying to end the drought. No good that time.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Defended by Henson. And Henson sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. And Henson touched it last. On defense, the visitors. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Defended by Henson. There's the triple. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. He's got 8.
Boy, he's had a solid performance at the offensive end. Rock solid, providing that stability.
Here's Horde. He has 7. Carries it down low. Horde's got 9 points.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight planks.
To the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Outside, Walden. Defended by Henson. Here's Terrell. He's got 7. Inside. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Here's Horde. Off target at the rim. Gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Pass to Terrell. Here's Samuels. No good on the 3. Being at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Horde. 9 points in the game so far. The shot's good from Henson.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Here is Samuels. Pass to Terrell. Guarded by Walden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get it back. They set the pick. Here's Terrell. For 3. And Henson pulls it down.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Horde. 1:58 left in the third quarter. Here's Horde. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Horde's got 7.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. But he has to close out a little stronger on him. And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Horde. 9 points in the game so far. Henson with the bounce pass. Here's Horde. Back to Henson. Pass to Horde. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. To the inside. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Kudos for the effort, but he got there a little too late.
Gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Lets it go with the 3. Can't hit that one. Gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Robbins. Terrell pulls it in. From deep three-point land, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Leading by 5. And let's take this.
How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The 3 trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pass to Samuels. Inside. To the left side wing. Clock at 4. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Hayward outside. Pass to Horde. Here's the three. He can't get that one. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
And here they come. That one falls.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Terrell, defended by Hayward. Launches a three. Terrell misses. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Deflects the pass. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. On Friday.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Pass to Samuels. Lots of room. And he nails that one right through the net.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Well, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. He said to his players, I believe in you. I know what we have. It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
Allie, thank you so much. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
From deep three-point land. And that one is off.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is off. And he's good on the second. Here's Adelman. Count it.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Being an outstanding 53% for the game. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Samuels. Gets a very good look and converts. Gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Taylor inside. He's against Samuels. Out to the right wing. Pass to Walden. Shot clock at 6. Can't hit from 12. Gotten 4 of the 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here is Samuels. Releases from the wing and drills it. Samuels got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Horde. As to Henson. And there's the drive. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Yeah, you want to get those sure things down the stretch, and that close to the bucket, he is a sure thing.
Gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
Gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Outside, Taylor. Here's Horn. Taylor with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Count the basket.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
17-foot shot away. Basket is good. Gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's the drive. Oh, the touch. Pretty reversal.
Oh, how pretty was that? Use the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Got a piece of it. Get it to go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Doesn't get that one. 55% of the fourth. They are executing late. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so he makes both from the line.
Important moment, a lot at stake. Able to keep his composure and deliver. Love it.
Foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big two-possession game now.
The 3 goes down.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Swiped away. To take the lead. And all the way in, and he gets it done.
Clutch bucket. The defensive stop now could be all it takes to close out the win.
Here is Samuels. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And what's their best move at this point?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Misses the 3. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Take break. 2 seconds.
The first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Puts up a deep 3. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said.
Well, Donovan.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. See you later.